Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel and welcome to yet another video about Gabbie Hanna. I know a lot of people in the comment section are like, Nick, you said you were never going to speak about Gabbie Hanna again. Trust and believe, I wish that was the case. I said I wasn't going to do that unless something major has happened, and now Gabbie Hanna has decided that she's going to come onto the internet and she's going to apologize to everyone. How many people talk with these masks on? Oh my god. I had someone in my last comment section at me because they're like, you're not doing your part to show social distancing, you're not doing your part to tell people to wear masks, so whenever you're out in public, wear a mask. I'm not wearing a mask, I'm in my house alone, and therefore I don't need it. Before I go any further in this video though, I do want to let everyone know that my Instagram, my verified account, has been terminated by Instagram for some reason. Not exactly sure why. It happened around the time that I had about 60 of my passwords breached. I actually had to go in and change every single password that I had. Not a big deal, but Instagram for some reason is taking their dear sweet time and getting my account back to me. So I did make a backup account. It's Nick Snyder. The link is going to be down below if you guys choose to follow me over there. I am going to be doing a giveaway over there for everyone that starts following me, just as a thank you, because girl, it's going to take a moment to rebuild that. Now, in my last video about Gabbie Hanna, I let everyone know that I really did not care for her. I was not going to be someone that was going to be out here supporting her in any type of way. I wasn't going to be sharing positive videos about Gabbie Hanna, but she decided that she was going to upload an apology. Now, a lot of people are like, she doesn't mean her apology. I'm not trying to accept her apology. I don't care what Gabbie Hanna says at the end of the day. Sorry if you guys see something under my nails. I've been painting my guest bedroom. I'm kind of turning it into like a little dungeon type of scene, but I have gray. It's not gray. It's kind of like a charcoal, almost a little bit darker than charcoal, and it is underneath my fingernails. You guys should have seen the bottom of my feet, girl. It was it was a mess. So what Gabbie Hanna has done is she has uploaded a notepad apology. I don't know what it is with these influencers, beauty influencers, any kind of influencer for that matter, where they're like, instead of going on video and letting people know exactly how I feel, I'm gonna write a novel and hope that they check this out. First of all, I don't think that's personable at all. I would rather someone sit down on a video and tell you exactly how they're feeling and what they f***ed up for and how they're going to fix it and how they are apologizing, because anyone could have written this. That literally could have been Gabbie Hanna sitting there with Peyton, with her assistant, with her other friend that's always there, the one that sits behind her and just like kind of grins in like this weird way. They could all have been sitting there and be like, well, does this sound good? Should I bounce this off of you? Should I bounce you off that? Like, girl, sit on video and apologize if you really want to apologize. But then at the end of the day, I'm one of those people that's also like, an apology means nothing these days. You have to see actions to back up those words. Otherwise, words are just words. So as you can see on my phone, if you guys can see that, this is the notepad apology. Now, I did get this off of Spill Sesh's Twitter, I believe it was, because she already like blacked out the curse words, and I'm like, thank you, God. Thank you, Spill Sesh. Love you so much. That was so kind of you. But it is titled, I Was Wrong. And now let's get into this long, very long apology. I thought I was doing the best thing at the time, but now I see that I wasn't. I truly, truly don't like drama. You know what? And that's the end of the apology. I'm just kidding. We're going into this with an open mind. I wish it didn't exist. However, I do try to make the best of drama. I think the main thing is I have a very different experience and view living it than all the people passively watching it. To me, this isn't starting or rehashing anything. To me, this is taking a negative situation that already exists and continues to exist and making a positive situation out of it. Okay. I understand what Gabbie Hanna is saying. Like, she wants to take all this past drama that she's been in, everything that everyone always talks about when it comes to Gabbie Hanna, and she wants to turn it into a positive. However, going on to a podcast like Drama Alert, or not even a podcast, going onto a show like Drama Alert with Keemstar and rehashing old drama with Trisha Paytas, where you know Trisha Paytas is going to pop off at you, is not a good look. That's rehashing everything. That is bringing up new drama that didn't even need to be here. So, miss me with that. Like, I'm just trying to make a positive out of it, girl, bye. Something that might not be super obvious to everyone else is that while it might be cold tea to the world, it takes me a long time to process stuff. I need to take major steps back to collect myself, sort out how I am actually feeling, organize my thoughts, and articulate it in a way that isn't damaging to myself or anybody else. While the world was forgetting about it and getting bored, I was still very much dealing with the aftermath. I don't like to respond to something until I've healed from it, and usually healing from it for me means creating music or art. When I don't take that time to process, well, we all saw what happens when I speak before processing. Cue high school f***ing bullies clip. Yeah, cue the high school fucking bullies clip, because that is what she labeled myself as, she labeled Dustin Daly as, she labeled a few other people online as that as well. She was calling us all sorts of names, like literally going very, very hard. Like, if we would have gone at Gabbie Hanna the way that she was coming at us, oh my god, then I would have totally understood the whole high school bully. That, first of all, the high school bully thing, it's honestly, it's like, girl, sorry. I'm one of those people that when an adult sits online and they sit there and they cry about the fact that they're being bullied, I'm like, girl, and this is just me, because I'm very I am very much capable of turning off my phone and getting off of social media and just walking away and being like, you know what? We'll pick up on this another day. Now, am I saying that I'm perfect? No, I've had my faults. I've gone back at people all the time, working on myself every single day. I think I've gotten a little bit better at it. But to sit online in your privileges, like you're sitting in $1 million home, living this amazing life, having music that sells all the freaking time, having tons of views, all this kind of stuff, and you're complaining about being bullied. You're focusing more on the negative things that people are saying about you rather than the positive things that people are trying to uplift you with. So whenever someone's like, I'm being bullied, I'm like, oh my God, girl, I can't deal. Next. That's always been my survival method. Make your tragedies a work of art or whatever. It's always felt like if I can make the situation into something emotionally beneficial for me, then everything would have been worth it. Like maybe I can reshape the situation in my head. This wasn't just a terrible thing that I went through. This was an inspiration and a driving force behind this wonderful thing I made. See, I like that about Gabbie though, but I kind of feel like she looks for the drama so she has content to create for her music. I don't think that Gabbie Hanna is just walking down innocently down the street one day and people are just going for Gabbie Hanna. And she's all like, oh my God, I just got dragged into drama. Let me turn it into something. I think she actively seeks out the drama that she turns into her music, which, girl, if that's making you money and you're doing it, good for you. But don't try to pretend that's not the thing. Girl, my lips are so dry recently. I don't know what is going on with these, honey. I haven't sucked enough. That being said, I don't need to talk about it all the time. I can just create the thing and let it be. I can allow that healing portion of it to be just for me and be proud of what I've made. As much as I love to explain the inspiration behind my music, some things don't need to be spoken. I'm still trying to figure out the line between engaging in drama and defending myself. Sometimes it really does feel, from my end, that people are allowed to say whatever they want about me, but if I respond in any way, then I'm stirring the pot. See, I don't see it like that. I think if people are talking about you online, you should be allowed to respond to them. It's the way that you go about responding to them. Now, if you immediately just jump on them and label them as bullies, oh my God, this is bullying, all this kind of stuff, it's like, girl, you're gonna lose the argument because then people are gonna start throwing out curse words. People are gonna start throwing out names. Once you start to go after someone's looks, which a lot of people do with Gabbie Hanna, I'm telling y'all, that's not nice. Don't be making fun of her looks. I think that Gabbie Hanna looks great with that blonde hair. Leave Gabbie Hanna's looks alone. Like, that to me, you know, when someone tries to go low and they go for looks or they go for something very personal about you, they've already lost the argument because they're getting away from the topic at hand. So I think that Gabbie just really needs to focus on how to respond to this, not to just pop off and lash out. Write your music about it. If you want to put people in your songs, put people in your songs, girl. Or if I express my side or that it's hurt me, I'm playing the victim. I do believe there's a fair difference between starting drama and not allowing someone to walk all over you. When you're a kid, they teach you how to deal with bullies. Hold the eye rolls, please. Stand up to them. Be confident. Set boundaries. Strike while the iron is cold. Now see, that one I've never heard. I've heard strike while the iron is hot, but I've never heard iron is cold. But I saw someone put up a picture of like what that exactly means. I can't think of it off the top of my head right now, but it does make sense with how Gabbie is trying to say that. But if I did not see that or that post over on the Twitter, I would have been like, strike while the iron is cold, girl. You get a little fire under there, heat it up. This is and has been, whether people are seeing it or not, bullying. It's just normally dealt with in the principal's office and not on YouTube and TikTok. So I dealt with it the way I teach my little siblings to deal with bullies. So on one hand, I don't feel comfortable setting the example that you shouldn't defend yourself when someone is mocking, harassing, or spreading rumors about you. But on the other, I don't feel like I set the right example in giving this attention the way that I did. I'm still processing this as well. So I'm sure I'll find the answer in a few months to a year or so. All I know right now is I don't feel good about it, so there's probably something wrong. See, here's my thing. Gabbie doesn't take accountability for any of the drama that she gets herself in. It's always someone's trying to start with her, someone's lying on her name, someone's spreading rumors. Let's not forget the Kinza brushes, those little cheap brushes. Get the free brushes, just pay for the shipping or whatever the hell that was, and she told everyone to manage their expectations. Gabbie, I think you need to manage your own expectations when it comes to the drama that you're involved in, because literally, I don't see what the purpose of this apology is. Like, I don't get it. But let's move on. I saw a quote for the umpteenth time this week that keeps throwing itself in my face, and I keep forgetting it. Learn to be okay with people not knowing your side of the story. It's been one of the more challenging lessons that's like, I'm learning it, but for some reason keep failing the test. Hopefully the remnants of my ego will die sooner than later. You know what? That is actually a good quote. Now I'm sitting here looking at it, I actually do like that quote. Learn to be okay with people not knowing your side of the story. Because you don't have to go out here and someone says one little thing about you. Oh, no, that's not right. Let me correct this real quick. That must get exhausting for people to try to do. If somebody wants to start a lie about you, people want to start believing that as long as it's not damaging you in any way, girl,
F 'em. Anyway, I'm sorry for sending so many mixed messages in these last few weeks. I realized that my actions aren't aligning with my words. I saw this move as something that would hopefully smooth over a situation that seems to be never ending. But if I was a wiser woman, or had a drop of common sense, or didn't have yes people around you, I would have realized that the one thing that won't end it is continuing it. Wow. Rocket science right there. Just think, something's not going to continue if you decide to end it. Ooh, wow. There's not many people who can give advice in these situations because realistically, not many people have lived this experience or could even fully imagine it. I'm kind of flailing trying to figure out it on my own. I appreciate all your patience with me as I navigate. Whatever it is that I am doing, haha. I promise that moving forward, I'll try to handle it in a way that makes me feel more proud and gives you something to be proud of. Thank you for all your love and kindness. Peach out. Peach out. Okay, I know it's supposed to be peace, but she really did peach out and then put a peach emoji. That seems like fetch. That seems like something that's not going to happen. You probably shouldn't do that anymore. I don't know. So that's Gabbie Hanna's apology, admitting that she was wrong. I'm glad that Gabbie knows that if you decide to end something instead of continue something, that it will just end. People online, unfortunately for Gabbie Hanna, because she has millions upon millions of people out there that watch her, follow her, subscribe to her, all that kind of stuff. People are never going to stop talking about Gabbie Hanna. She really needs to manage her expectations when it comes to people online because they're always going to drag her. You need to get I'm going to be real. I'm going to be real. You need to get a thicker skin. I know that's hard to hear. I know that people are like, well, you just can't go to the store and you just can't buy one of those. But you're in a realm now, Gabbie, that people are always going to talk about you. They're going to talk about good. They're probably going to talk about the bad more so because you've made it very, very easy for a lot of people out there with your own actions and the fact that you don't own up to your actions and the fact that you actually don't apologize. Like this, I don't know. That's just my thoughts on this. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please follow all my social media that's linked down below, including my Instagram, and I'll see you guys all in my next video.